New York is one of those places that almost everyone recognizes before ever visiting. You have seen it in movies, TV shows, music videos, and social media countless times. New York City has skyscrapers, yellow taxis, the energy of Times Square, an iconic skyline, Central Park, the Statue of Liberty, and millions of people from every corner of the world living together in the same city. First of all, you should know that to arrive in New York City, you'll have three airports: the International JFK, LaGuardia Airport, and Newark, which is located in the neighboring state of New Jersey. All these three airports are very well connected to the entire city. New York is intense, fast, chaotic, expensive, and absolutely unforgettable. The good news is that with a little planning, you can enjoy New York without spending a fortune. So in this guide, I'm going to show you the best places to visit, how to use the subway, where to stay, what food to try, safety tips, airport information, and everything you need to know before visiting New York City. Let's begin. Welcome to New York, guys, the city that never sleeps. Any time of the year is perfect for visiting New York. If you enjoy cold weather but you would like to avoid the snow, I will recommend you to visit between September and November when the trees change color. However, if like me, you prefer fresh air and green landscapes that contrast with imposing buildings, the best time to visit is between March and May. The city is truly stunning during those months. But if you're planning to visit New York during the summer, you should better be prepared, as temperature rises and often reaches triple digits. If you arrive at JFK, one of the cheapest options of transportation is the air train combined with the subway. The air train connects the airport with New York's public transportation system. You can also take Uber, Lyft, yellow taxis, or different shuttle services. But if you're carrying several suitcases, a taxi may be worth the extra cost. Although due to the traffic in this city, subway might be the fastest option to get to your lodging. About the subway, I know, sometimes it may seem intimidating and confusing, but you will find maps in every station. Currently, the standard subway fare is approximately $3 per ride. Depending on the numbers of days that you're going to stay, you may consider purchasing a multi-day card. So if you're staying for a week, the best option for you is to buy the 7 days period card that usually costs around $35. Well, it seems like a perfect time to talk about the best areas to stay in New York. And to be honest, where you decide to stay can completely change your New York experience. Midtown Manhattan. It's perfect for first-time visitors because you'll be close to Times Square, Broadway, Rockefeller Center, Fifth Avenue, and many major attractions. However, this area tends to be expensive. A standard room at a non-luxury hotel during peak seasons usually starts at $300 a night. Lower Manhattan is great if you want to be close to Wall Street, the 9/11 Memorial, and the Statue of Liberty ferries. This area tends to be very historic, and you can see this reflected in the old buildings. Long Island and Queens are one of those areas for travelers looking to save money. Hotels are often cheaper, and Manhattan is just a few subway stops away. Brooklyn is perfect if you want a more local atmosphere, trendy restaurants, and incredible views of the Manhattan skyline. However, it is not a good idea to walk through some areas of Brooklyn at night. Now let's start with one of the most famous places on earth, Times Square. The first thing you'll notice is the giant LED screens everywhere. Everything flashes, everything moves, everything feels larger than life. Many people visit during the day, but honestly, Times Square is even more impressive during the night. The best part? It's completely free. And the best place to take an Instagram-worthy photo is on the red steps located in the middle of Times Square. Just a short distance away, you will find Central Park, one of the most famous urban parks in the world. This massive green space offers a completely different side of New York. You can walk, rent a bike, enjoy street performers, visit lakes, bridges, and movie locations that you've probably seen dozens of times before. And yes, entry is completely free. Near Central Park and on Fifth Avenue, you will find two very popular spots. The first one is St. Patrick Cathedral. which is the largest neo-Gothic Roman Catholic cathedral in the United States. And right across from this cathedral, you will find Rockefeller Center, home to the famous Christmas tree during the holiday season. You'll also find ice skating in winter and beautiful public spaces throughout the year. Another iconic location is Grand Central Terminal, and trust me on this one, it is more than just a train station. Here, you will find fascinating elements and secrets that make it a must-see attraction, such as the gold and opal clock valued at $20 million. The Mediterranean constellations painting on its ceiling is truly impressive. And finally, whisper beneath the arc across from the famous Oyster Bar. The acoustic here is unique, and someone on the other side can hear what you whispered. You cannot visit New York without seeing the Statue of Liberty, one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. The Statue of Liberty was gifted by France in 1886 and has become a symbol of freedom and opportunity. To visit Liberty Island, you'll need to take a ferry. Basic ferry tickets usually start at around $25 per person. Many tickets also include access to Ellis Island, where millions of immigrants enter the United States. Another must-see attraction is the Brooklyn Bridge. Walking across it is one of the best free experiences in New York. The views of the skyline are spectacular, especially during sunrise or sunset. Many visitors start in Manhattan and walk towards Brooklyn. And right next door, you will also find the Manhattan Bridge, which is my favorite bridge in the world, and the photos taken here are breathtaking. Once there, you can explore the neighborhood known as DUMBO, one of the most photographed areas in New York. The Empire State Building remains one of the city's most iconic attractions. Its observation deck offers incredible views over Manhattan and beyond. General admission typically starts at around $44 for adults. However, the H also features an observation deck that, in my opinion, offers a more beautiful setting for watching Manhattan sunsets, and walking on its glass floor is an unforgettable experience. General admission typically starts at around $40 for adults. And right in front of the H lies the Vessel, an artistic vertical experience combining staircase, observation points, and striking aesthetics, making it ideal for those seeking a unique visit with spectacular views in New York. Admission is around $10. Located in Lower Manhattan, the 9/11 Memorial honors the victims of the tragic event that took place on September 11th. The outdoor memorial is free to visit. The museum requires an admission ticket, but it offers free entry every Monday from 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m., although you need to book your tickets in advance on the official website. While you're visiting 9/11 Memorial, don't miss the Oculus. This stunning white structure was designed by Spanish architect Santiago Calatrava and has become one of the most photographed buildings in New York City. Many people say it resembles a giant bird taking flight. Inside, you will find a massive transportation hub connecting multiple subway and train lines, along with a lot of shops and restaurants. The best part is that the entry is completely free. Now let's talk about one of New York's most unique urban parks, the High Line. This elevated park was built on a former freight railway line that once transported goods through Manhattan's west side. Instead of demolishing it, the city transformed it into one of the most beautiful public spaces in New York. Today, visitors can walk above the streets while enjoying gardens, art installations, skylines views, and unique perspectives of the city. The High Line stretches for about 1.5 miles and connects several popular neighborhoods including Chelsea and Hudson Yards. And the best part? Entry is completely free. Many travelers combine a visit to the High Line with Hudson Yards and the famous Vessel sculpture located nearby. Walking the High Line during sunset is one of the most enjoyable experiences in New York. Just a short walk away, you'll find Little Island, one of New York's newest attractions. This floating park sits above the Hudson River on hundreds of concrete pillars that resemble giant tulips rising out of the water. Inside, you'll find walking paths, gardens, scenic viewpoints, and outdoor performance spaces that regularly host concerts and cultural events. Together, The High Line and Little Island offer some of the best views of Manhattan and the Hudson River, while providing a peaceful escape from the city's noise and busy streets. And guess what? Both attractions are completely free. Now let's talk about food, because New York is one of the cities with the greatest variety of food in the world. You absolutely need to try this. New York pizza. Large slices, thin crust, folded in half while walking down the street. That's a classic New York experience. Bagels, a New York breakfast tradition, especially with cream cheese and smoked salmon. Cheesecakes, particularly New York-style cheesecake, rich, creamy, and famous worldwide. Pastrami sandwich, one of the city's most iconic deli foods. And of course, street food. Hot dogs, pretzels, halal carts, food trucks, you'll find them almost everywhere. And one of the best things about New York is that you can enjoy incredible food whether you're spending $5 or $200. Now it's time for safety tips, and let's address one of the most common questions. Is New York safe? Generally speaking, yes. Millions of tourists visit New York every year without any problem at all. However, like in any major city, you should stay aware of your surroundings. My recommendations: watch your belongings in crowded areas. Be cautious around subway stations late at night. Avoid empty subway cars. Ignore aggressive street scammers. Stay alert in heavily touristed areas. New York isn't just about famous attractions. It's about the atmosphere of its neighborhoods, its energy, it's about diversity. New York is about walking through streets you've seen in movies. It's about hearing several languages in a single subway ride. It's about looking up at skyscrapers that seems to disappear into the clouds. New York might be exhausting, expensive, overwhelming, but it can also be one of the most exciting cities you will ever visit. Another exciting thing you can do is to subscribe to this channel and supporting us by watching the next video travel guide, so we can continue bringing detailed travel content from around the world. Come on guys, let's leave a comment saying what city would you like us to talk about. I am Lex and see you the next trip. Tap tap da da da, New York.